We better get this in one take.
That's all we gotta do.
The Jacksonville map is out, and we're going to talk about it.
Kind of give you our thoughts as to what we noticed first glances, and kind of go into a little bit of detail on some of the stuff we'll see this coming weekend. So, Bo, what were your first thoughts of looking at the map?
My first thought looking at the map was it looks short compared to some other Spartans. Like it might actually be a 5K and a 10K for the Sprint and Super. So that's going to be interesting to find out.
Yeah, especially with those Spartan miles in the past. You never know what you're going to run.
Nope.
I haven't noticed the elevation on this one. So the elevation isn't as bad as some of the course we've previously done. 280 feet for the Sprint and 490 for the Super. So not terrible. You know, I'm sure it'll feel that way once we get started.
Yeah.
But yeah. Kind of going over the obstacles we'll be running. The first one, over walls. Then we get to over-unders, inverted wall, and the 6-foot wall. These are pretty standard on most Spartans. Pretty simple, just mostly jumping over stuff, walls. So,
Then you start to get into a couple of the strength and skill-based stuff. You have hurdles, you have your sandbag carry, bucket carry, monkey bars, and your spear throw. Hurdles is one that I've run into a couple of injuries attempting or just trying to complete, so I owed a good run.
just little injuries.
A little injury. Fractured tibia. It wasn't anything that big. Nothing.
I have noticed also when you were looking at the sandbag carry and bucket carry, I've never seen them that close together.
You're right.
It looks like one right after the other. So,
do you have any tips for people completing those obstacles?
My best strategy is on a shoulder, and then once it starts to tire, I'll switch shoulders and just try and move as fast as you can. The further you get, the faster you get there, the better. Because if you try and take your time and go slow, you will burn out. It's heavy.
So coming out of there again, like I said, you have then the monkey bars and the spear throw. The spear throw is one of the few, I guess, like luck/skill based obstacles, because you can practice, and have a great throw. Or you can practice, and completely miss the mark. Depending on how tired you are, the spear, the hay bale, just your footing, anything. But practice the spear throw.
So after this, we kind of break off and we're running. Since I'm doing the Super, I got to go through a little gauntlet of tough obstacles that Bo gets to miss. Unless he changes his mind, of course, last minute.
Or not.
It is possible, though. After the spear throw, we go to the 7-foot wall. Not too bad. Then we get to the twister, something I've never completed before.
Same.
The beater, it's like monkey bars. The swing is pretty good. The box, got a little.
I like the box. It was an ultra that showed it to me where you can't tie a knot in the rope. So, but you loop it like a stirrup, and you put your foot through it, and you kind of just lift yourself up. It makes it so much easier than trying to fight the rope up the slick side, grab the pipe. It makes it so much easier.
Next, we got the stairway to Sparta, pretty standard most of them, and the Olympus. That's another one that never completed. So we'll see how we do this time. But not feeling too hopeful at the moment. We will get it. We'll get it eventually.
Yep.
And then the last one that I will be doing that he won't be doing is the bender. It's like monkey bars going straight up in the air. So not too bad unless you're really tired. That's where it gets hard.
Yeah.
So we'll see on most of these how we feel when we get to that point.
We have my nemesis, the rope climb. It's a lot of weight for me to try to pull up that rope. You've gotten the rope climb.
I've gotten the rope climb a couple times.
Like, as a bigger guy, what do you say is a good strategy?
It's all about your feet, man. Cross the legs, uncross, and stand on top of that rope, and just stand up. That's the only way I can, because, like I said, 260 pounds, 270, it's pulling up that rope is really hard. But then you got to worry about getting down, too, so
yeah,
be careful of that.
Don't just let go because you're 20 feet up. 20 feet up in the air is where the bell is, and then don't just slide down. How did that feel?
That hurt for a couple days. That will definitely ruin the rest of your Spartan experience for that day. So be careful with that. If you do get up there, take your time, get down the same way you got up, using your feet and crunching down kind of.
So after that, we have Z-Wall, the A-frame cargo. We got Herc hoist, Atlas carry, and the vertical cargo net. So
the A-frame, it's a weird spot for an A-frame.
Yeah, that is a weird spot for the A-frame. Usually it's a couple of times it's been right at the beginning, and then like later in the race we pass under it. Or it's usually right at the end. I mean, it's right before fire jump. So I'm interested to see how that works out. I'm sure the course, it probably passes underneath it.
Yeah, probably.
But so Z-Wall it's not a hard one, but it's one where you have to really focus on this one particular tip you're about to get.
Yep. Hips in. That's literally the best thing I was ever taught. And since then, I haven't failed Z-Wall. Maybe once I slipped off, but I'm telling you, it makes the world of difference. Don't lean back with it. That is the biggest thing.
Keep your hips tucked. You have a piece of 2x4 to grip, and you have a piece of 2x4 to stand on, and you're making your way across, and they're angled back and forth. You're coming around one corner, going around another corner. Keep your hips in.
Yes.
A-frame cargo, I'll be catching my breath on that one. I'll try to get over it quick, but it's a good opportunity for you to catch your breath and make sure you're solid to continue running afterwards. Because you have a couple of strength things coming up after that. So we got Herc hoist coming up and Atlas carry. I love Herc hoist.
Yeah, fun ones.
Super fun. And Atlas carry. So I like doing them because I feel
the strength thing is not as, it's more our forte.
Yeah.
On the cardio side.
Up in the over 250 club.
Yeah.
Herc hoist isn't particularly difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's fairly easy. Atlas carry is fairly easy. Just don't hurt your back trying to lift. It's a 100-pound stone for guys. We try to get it up on our shoulders. One, it makes it easier to walk and breathe. Two, it looks cool.
That is a good start. So after vertical cargo, these next three usually come right after one another in every race. A little different switch up. Dunk wall first. Which will be interesting first instead of after the rolling mud. But then you got the rolling mud, so you're going through all the mud, and then you finish out with the slip wall. Slip wall, I like the slip wall.
I do.
Just lean back. I mean, act like you're Batman scaling a building, lean all the way back and just walk up.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm good with the words. What can I say?
Don't.
Then we got three left. The multi-rig, which is I've completed once.
Getting so close.
Super emotional moment for me. The best thing I can say is find what works for you. Because for me, the swinging isn't like the shoulder mobility and stuff like that. It's hard to get the swing in. So I have to kind of go side to side with it. But that's how I was able to complete it. Bo's going to complete it this time, I think, right?
I'm pretty sure. I was so close the last time. But then we got the barbed wire crawl. Now, we've changed venues. We're back at the Diamond D Ranch. The past couple of years has been at the motocross park. So after the barbed wire crawl, we're finally done. That's our fire jump.
Last photo out.
Yep.
So
this is going to be, I think, a fun race.
Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy it. Not sure how the weather's going to be. I've heard different things. But hopefully, it's a little bit warmer. So, because even if it's like cool outside and you think it feels good, as soon as you hit that water, it becomes cold. So.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be fun. I like the setup. Nothing really new as far as obstacle-wise for us. So, just got to see how the training's paying off.
Yep. I mean, at this point, we've earned whatever result we get. I think you're the first one that told me that one time.
No matter what happens, we earned it. So we will post our results too.
Yes, we will. Accountability.
And no matter where it's at, we're planning on going up from there. So thank y'all for taking this journey with us. If you have any questions or comments, let us know. We're always open to hearing ideas or answering any questions to the best of our ability. So thank y'all.
See y'all in Jacksonville.